Hey there, sign of Sagittarius. This is Kim here to do your next 3-day reading. Hope you're doing good. Thank you for joining me tonight, today. Whenever you get this, that's your day one. All right, I'm going to pull from Krans Wild Unknown alchemy deck for the overall theme of what this reading is going to be about. I hope it's good. I hope it's good here. Sagittarius tells Sagittarius Collective, what do they have mainly in store for them? Oh gosh. A situation that you're going to be getting out of because it feels against your nature. Your nature is telling you that there's some desire for something new. Okay. Oh, this might be tied to life, work, and purpose here also. So there might be one of those readings, actually. It might be one of those readings because where if you're in a situation that feels uncomfortable or against your nature, it might be because something is trying to lead you here to something that has to do with your soul purpose, your mission on earth. On earth, it's called your great work. That's a very important card in this deck. That's a very important card. So we have the moon and we have Uranus. Okay, Uranus comes in like a lightning bolt, and it brings drastic change, quick change. The moon is, well, it's divine feminine energy, it's mysterious, but it also, the thing that ties these two together is the word change, because the moon is associated with changes. It has cycles. It's always changing every so often, all right? But it is associated with changes in the tarot, but it's also some sort of brilliant idea, inspiration, creativity. Something brilliant is going to come in and give you an epiphany or an aha moment. And I'm going to say it might be tied to something very mysterious here with the moon. So if you feel like you are being put in a box somehow, and that your instinct or your intuition is telling you this doesn't feel right, something feels off, or you just simply don't feel comfortable in some sort of energy around you, then that's why we have changes coming, okay? So, yeah, mysterious though. Mysterious can also be describing who you are or how you are appearing, because I can see that. I can see that if you're in a situation that doesn't feel like it might be something normal to somebody else, but not to you. I don't know, something like that. What is normal though, right? What is normal? But I'm getting the sense of like either being in a relationship that's feeling not right, or since it's general and it's open to different interpretations, well, definitely being in a career or a job where we're like, this doesn't feel comfortable, or being even pressured or asked to do something that is not what you would want to do. It's something like that. So day 1, day 2, day 3, we'll find out what this is. There's day 1. Well, you probably know the High Priestess. I'm actually going to take this as an extra, put it with the moon, because I think it represents who you are. Somebody that's very intuitive, tapped into their skills and their gifts and their abilities, and they feel a lot. I'm feeling clairsentient is what's coming across with this card, as to maybe a gift of yours. Clear feeling. Like you can trust your intuition. You can trust your meaning or your reading of signs and messages, little curiosities that Spirit is trying to drop or hint to you. You can trust those. Thank you, Spirit guides. Thank you, angels. Yeah, you have a really strong connection here to the divine, to source, energy, creator, the Hierophant. This Hierophant also has a Buddha statue on it. So you're just very, it's coming across as like very peaceful, very divinely connected. And you may be having assistance from the divine to help you through this situation. out of that box. Sometimes this Hierophant is leading us to another person who is being divinely guided to be in our life also. That's another thing. But orchestrated by the main creator. Alright, 2 from the 108 deck also. And then we'll get started. And if you want to stick around for clarification, you can. I have the Yarn card, meaning that, and this feels like it's the against nature. It's a situation that feels very complicated. We just have to figure it out, right? Everything being interconnected, patience needed. There is future gains here also. So if this is about being put into a box or restrictions due to money or finances, financial reasons, then there's an indication of future gains here. So that's good with that card also. Many working components. All right. Let's see what we have. I have the 8 of Disc, which is good. It says Mastery here. I have the Chariot for day 1. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. I have Jack and Diane, the Broken Heart card, which says heartbreak, interference, sorrow, grief, funk, sadness, mourning, distress, letdown, gloomy. It's a breakup of some sort, or separating, going your own way. Baggage says that we could have been holding on to something for a while that felt against our nature, or we're in a situation that makes us feel like for a while we've been fearing some sort of separation. But it does say be prepared, pack your stuff, the next phase on for the long journey. And the Chariot card is talking about a journey. It's something that is tied to your work, your skills, your abilities, the things that you can do during the day that you're productive at, or whenever you work. Because you've reached some level of mastery. Some of you all will be packing your bags because some sort of work thing is coming up and you'll be traveling for it. It could be the great work and this commitment to the divine plan sending you somewhere. Okay, day 2, and then we'll clarify what that was. The Hanged One and the King of Cups. Can be a person. You have a lot of signs out here, so it's not really specific on signs. Yes, you have Taurus, Virgo, Cancer, and Scorpio. You have Pisces and you have Virgo. I said Virgo already, but you have it twice. Then you have Pisces and you have Gemini with the Jack and Diane card. So this is when we're having a pause. It looks like somebody is looking at another person or observing them. There seems to be a really strong heart connection here. It doesn't always have to be romantic in nature, like romantic in nature, this King of Cups, but they have an interest in you. They have mastered some sort of, their emotions, basically, and they lead in love. This can be tied to the sacrifices that we've made hanging in there in a certain situation, or even hanging in there in a partnership that wasn't that great for a while, but making some sort of sacrifice. It does feel like a waiting period. It's not always fun, this waiting period. But here you have, wow, yeah, you've gotten stronger during this period. So this time of like waiting for something to move you in the direction where your heart feels really moved has made you stronger. I have the Bodybuilder card with power, strength, determined, discipline, domination, influence, push forward. It also says mastery. So you have 2 that say mastery on it. So there's, and the Uranus in me, I'm associating that here with you having a brilliant mind too. Because you're able to receive this information or this spark, this brilliant idea. So the Shooting Star says, yes, you have made sacrifices, you have been patient, and you have done a lot of like self-improvement in a period of time where It may have felt very uncomfortable, or a situation that was uncomfortable while doing these things, though, for yourself. It's like I see a person constantly working on themselves. So I have the shooting star, which says quick action, wish granted, rare, falling, moment in time, luck, passionate, and enterprising. Let's see what day 3 has. 6 of disc, good. And the 8 of wands. Okay, good. That's good. That's really good. This is good news for you. This is really good news. This is communication. It can be communication with somebody that you will be working with, or someone who, 6 of disc can be a person that's wanting to give you gifts. It results in success here. Reciprocity, the scales being balanced, like a good working relationship or even a good work relationship. This card also can indicate travel. So it is good news, though. I have the person of fire. This could be you. And then the ostrich trap. Okay, so I just have to watch for the ostrich trap. This could be that we are actually coming out of the ostrich trap in some way, where this is that energy of maybe feeling very uncomfortable but refusing to look at the problem or the situation. It's almost like looking at a room and saying, well, I really want to clean it, but it's so past the point of being able to handle it. I'm just too overwhelmed to even look at it. It's one of those energies. But I think coming out of it, because I think it is associated with what feels uncomfortable, with the against nature card and the yarn. So the person of fire says, the trend-setting leader, confident and visionary. This is you, a Sagittarius. Catalyst, energetic, entrepreneur, sexy, outgoing, creative, ruthless, courageous, and strong-willed. 9 of Pentacles on the split. And 9 of Pentacles. Oh, it's gain, financial gain. And there's a pink flamingo on it, which can mean also that you have 1 foot into this new world, 1 foot in the past. Still, you're in transition, you're in between. Okay, this is the Naked Truth Tarot, so I'm going to pull from it to clarify. And let's clarify what where are we going with the 8 of disc here. Yeah, you have 2 8s too. No, you have 3 8s. 8, 8, 8 in your reading. Fire signs have a lot of prosperity, abundance, wealth. Oh, wow. I have 2 of cups on the bottom. I have the 6 of cups and the 2 of cups wanting to show them their face. And the page of wands. Wow. All right. The unicorn. The unicorn on my 108 deck is associated with the fairy tale being real. That there is a fairy tale out there that's real. There is a connection here. It is a soul family connection. This could be a soul mate. This is somebody that maybe you've even had an experience a past lifetime with. So you're going to feel a remembrance. However, for a lot of you all, this is absolutely new because of this 2 of cups. It is real love. It's the joining of 2 hearts, just like in this perfect illustration of that. There is something with this unicorn also, and the high priestess of you. You know, you see where that the horn is coming from. It's that third eye region. So something about your 7th chakra, your crown chakra, and the 6th chakra, your third eye. Something about those. Maybe feeling, maybe clairsentient, maybe feeling, but you're getting information basically through this about a connection. And that's where you'll be going. This is it's also tied to your life work, this connection. And travel. And some sort of travel. All right. All right. Can you tell me about this waiting period? The Hanged One. Another King of Cups. 2 King of Cups. Oh, and the extra card on the back of the and the it just keeps getting better. Okay. Yeah. Tell me about this waiting period. There's a person involved with this waiting energy here. They are King of Cups because it's coming out twice. Very connected to your heart space. Very connected to your heart. Your heart. Your soul's already connected. Ooh. This person's waiting. This person has some reason of waiting too. No, this is not a clear answer. I'm sorry. I'm not getting a clear answer. There could have been things that we had to heal because of this being focused on self-improvement, dominance, discipline, and pushing forward and influence, right? There could have been something that we were healing within ourselves. There could have been something that they were healing within themselves and maybe mastered. And so now, ready for something. If this is somebody tied to someone that wants to work, I feel like it's all tied together, though, Sagittarius. I'm going to be really honest. I think it's all tied together. But it feels like if somebody is wanting to work with you, too, there's something here about your improvement. You're being studied. You're being studied in a really nice, beautiful way, I think. And something is leading to major commitment with the Hierophant because it's divinely guided. It does have to do with work, but it also has to do with finally things feeling like they're balanced in life. 6 of Discs, 8 of Wands. Tell me about this. Collaboration. 10 of Wands, 5 of Cups reverse. So, this is coming to you because for a very long time, you have been carrying a lot of burdens. You've been carrying a lot of all of the weight on your own. And so that's why this is coming in, is to kind of, for one, is to relieve you. A lot of these burdens that we're carrying with the 10 of Wands you see on the back, we've persevered. It's a camel. It's about perseverance. And we just give it our all, right? But there's something that we gave our all to here, but it just still didn't work out. And so getting through the emotions of that, also putting down some of those burdens, like something is going to relieve you. Letting go of the past, yes, or letting go of the attachment to it. This is a relationship, it's a relationship that comes in and it shows you that you're not always supposed to carry all of that, that is supposed to be equal. Energetically, it's supposed to be equal. And something has been unfair for all of what you've had to carry for a very long time. Somebody knows that about you. Okay. Let me get something about this news and communication, please. 5 of Wands. You may get something or be lined up for something that other people want too. That other people would like to obtain. You may have a lot of energies trying to, like, especially if somebody knows what's coming for you, or if they've tried to use divination to figure out stuff about what is meant for you. They could try to derail or try to throw you off track. I feel like you've had a lot of also heavy burdens carried emotionally because of somebody's violence or violent nature in the way that they speak, or like to argue, or like to, they may be very competitive with you, but it's not, it feels like not in a good way. So you're going to get news, I feel like, that of a path and a possibility that other people really want. But it's yours. There's something here about this is already yours. Like I said, there's been an energy here who has been looking at you for a while, or something that the divine is putting together, meaning it's just for you. So try to keep your focus as well as you possibly can right now when you get the 2 of Wands and the 5 of Wands, even if it's hard, even if we're putting in our all. Just know that your perseverance and your dedication to your path is going to pay off. And I do feel like that's where the news comes in, is like, hey, there's a possibility, a path opening up. You see the crystal ball? Because this path is something that you've already seen with the High Priestess. It's like a desire put into your heart by the Creator, that you feel like you already kind of have an idea that this is something that's meant for you or coming for you. There's definitely acknowledgement of unfair, uncomfortable situation that you've had to deal with, been having to deal with. So let's pull an angel number message for you. If you need to reach out to me for a private reading, why do I say it like that? The information is in the description box below. You can just click on the link and you get your reading within 48 hours of ordering it to the website that you provide. All right, let's get your angel number message. And we'll wrap up this reading. It was a beautiful reading, Sagittarius. It was my pleasure to do it. The naked heart. Oh, I thought it was the naked truth. It is the naked heart. If I said naked truth, sorry to the maker. I like that. Look what we're awakening to. Soul path, soul purpose. 1111, 4 of Wands kind of energy. Something you're really going to be celebrating is the magic of how the universe here, source energy, is arranging the right people on your path. They're helping you wake up to what your great work is about, so that you can succeed, and they want to be part of it too, because it's they're successful too. Like, it's all, you're going to be with the right people on the right path. This can be a big move coming up too, but yeah, this is about awakening up to who you truly are. I'm awakening 1111. So congratulations, actually, because this is a really beautiful read. I'm sending you light and love. Bye.